All right, Shalom. I want to start off giving infinite honors, glory, and praise to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to our apostle, elder bishop, great millstone, rule well, teaches his truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutation to the Akim, pushing his word across the four winds in true faith and sincerity, giving all diligence. And I want to just get into my Hebrew word of the day, which I'm making a lesson out of it, Lord willing, to be edifying. Going into the word friend. Okay, and making sure that, hey, we are good friends, okay, unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, and ultimately that trickles down to, hey, we're good friends to one another in this ministry. Okay, the believers, all right, those that have the spirit of Yahweh Shah upon them as well, man. All right, because as we do unto each other, we do unto Yahweh Shah. So we have to make sure that we're keeping that sincere, okay, sincere, mindset, sincere heart towards serving one another, man, preferring one another, being selfless and not selfish, okay, dealing with one another as we would deal with Yahweh Shah, okay, and that's a fact, not grudging, not holding, well, basically I said it, not grudging, not holding things against brothers, coming to one another as men, having those uncomfortable conversations with one another, getting an understanding, and that be that. Okay, a brother in need of anything, whether it's advice, counsel, an ear, help, and anything, monetary or whatever, a rod, whatever the case may be, and we ought to be there for one another. And we have to make sure we continue, okay, in this labor of love, man. Okay, because it's one thing, Jake, teach the scriptures, okay, and it's another, okay, actually applying the scriptures, man. Okay, because we done seen guys that, precept suave, new breakdowns and things of that nature, but, they're no longer amongst us. They're treating brothers like shit, stealing, things of that nature, We have to make sure that our conduct, our conduct, okay, matches the scriptures, man. Okay. But let's get into it, man, because, again, hey, the Lord is looking for that, man. All right, and when he returns, man, hey, that's going to be one of the key things, man. How have you been treating the sheep? Okay. All right, have you been practicing what you preach? Okay, but let's get it. This is Proverbs 27:17. It says, iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend, man. We build off one another. Okay, we build one another. We edify. Okay, a brother slip, we right there to catch. Okay, that's the mindset we got to have, man, and continue to have and nurture. Okay, and it starts with a fear in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right, matter of fact, let's get this real quick. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach 7:29. Fear the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah with all. Salakia. This is again Ecclesiastes 7:29. It reads, fear the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah with all thy soul, and reverence his priests, man. And that reverence goes into what? Respect, man. Okay. The priests are who? The men of the Lord, man. Okay, starting our apostle, elder, bishop, great millstone down, man. Okay. So we are to reverence his priests. We're a nation of kings and priests. That's what we're becoming, man. Okay. So that's talking about us. Deep respect for someone or something. High esteem, man. We ought to highly esteem one another, man. The spirit and power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Okay, if this man served the Lord, okay, his actions, his actions line up with his words. He's a believer. He feel Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We ought to reverence that man. Okay, we ought to reverence each other, man. Okay, and that comes with what? Being selfless and not selfish. Okay, preferring one another. Okay, looking out for one another on all aspects, to the best of our ability. Okay. Now let's go back in this. Let's get the word friend, Salakia. And it's Ra'ai. And it reads, brother, companion, fellow, friend. Okay, that's the point. Friend, companion, fellow, another person, friend, intimate, fellow citizen, another person. But basically a friend, a companion, man, a fellow. Okay. Let's get this real quick. This is Galatians 5:13 through 14, the Amplified Bible. And it reads, for you, my brothers, were called to freedom Only do not let your freedom become an opportunity for the sinful nature, worldliness, selfishness, see? But through love, serve and seek the best for one another. Through love, serve and seek the best for one another, man. That comes with what? Tending to the flock, learning brothers, knowing brothers, man. Okay? It says, for the whole law concerning human relationships is fulfilled in one precept. You shall love your neighbor as yourself, see? That is, you shall have an unselfish concern for others and do things for their benefit, the household of faith, man. You do something for a brother, let it be that, man. You doing it for the brother, okay? No backhands or back end, motives, okay, behind it. Or had to sit there, yeah, I did this for this and I did that, or I'm like this, I always look out. No, man. Okay, let your actions show that, man. Okay, and let the Lord reward you, man. Okay, but this is our duty, man, to serve one another, to look out for one another. Okay, as we would treat Yahweh Shah. All right, treat the brother next to you as you would treat Yahweh Shah. Okay, and that'll let your whole mind right there. It let you know everything about yourself, man. Okay, let you know who you are. Okay, based on how you treat the man next to you, man. That's a fellow yokesman that serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Are you understanding of him? Okay. All right. Do you have that true fervent love for him? Okay. All right. Do you actually sit down and get to learn a brother, get to know a brother? Okay. Can this brother come? Can you go to that brother? Can this brother come to you to talk? For help in any situation if possible. Okay. And you can answer that and sincerely say yes. Hey, well, shit, you in the right spirit, man. All right, and also going back to it, treat the brother next to you how you would treat Yahweh Shah, man, if Yahweh Shah was next to you. Okay, give him that respect, man. Not saying that, no, we're not on that level of Yahweh Shah, but the point is, Lord willing, this making sense. Hey, treat a brother as you would treat Yahweh Shah, man. Okay, with that respect, that deep reverence and respect, man. Okay, the Lord is looking for that, man. All right. Real quick, this is Matthew 25 and 31 through 46. And it reads, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, the return of Yahweh Shah, and before him shall be gathered all nations. He shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divides the sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, and the characteristics of a goat is what? Stubborn, stiff-necked, okay, hard-headed, all right, but self-willed, okay. But just wanted to throw that in there. It says, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world. For I was in hunger, for I was in hunger, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hunger, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. There it is, man. All right. Being hospitable, welcoming brothers, into your home, man. And, hey, man, it's just being a good brother, man. Okay. We just sum it up, man. Everything that comes with being a good brother. All right. It says, then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal, man. All right, so that's the key ingredient, man. Your core. Okay, the Lord is looking for that, man. All right, what we teach, we must practice it, man. Okay, we got to make sure that we treating the brothers with all respect, man, to the best of our abilities, looking out for one another in every aspect of it, man. Okay, that's important, man. All right, fellowshipping with brothers. All right, not taking it as you fellowship or as a burden. No, man. You have guys like that. I had guys like that, man. It came every time it came to fellowshipping, it was an excuse or it was a problem, man. I'm pretty sure they have guys, people like that, man. Okay. I've witnessed it. Okay. I'm pretty sure other brothers done witnessed it, man. We can't be in that spirit, man. If you're in that spirit, you got to get out of that, man. All right, because again, they treat the brother next to you as you would treat Yahweh Shah. Okay. All right. Fellowshipping is important. Okay. Being there for a brother is important all around the board. Okay. Whether it's monetary, okay, whether it's money or whether it's counsel, okay, or even rebuke, all of it, man. Everything, man, that the scriptures tell us is facts, man. Hey, and the practical wisdom of these scriptures teaches us how to deal with one another, man. How to, combat this flesh. Okay, how to goddamn, as we're being baptized, burning off, washing off the ways of Babylon, man. Because Babylon taught us to be selfish, to look out for yourself. Okay, all right. If they ain't like you, or if we don't agree, then it's a wrap. We ain't cool no more. Just petty bullshit, man. No, man. Okay, we have to be renewed in the spirit of our minds, man. Okay, by the words and ways and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, and that comes again with loving thy neighbor, as the scripture say, that one loving thy neighbor as thyself, man. All right, again, treating the brother as you would treat Yahweh Shah, man. This is Sirach 14:13 of GNT. We're going to close out. Before that day comes, be kind to your friends. Be as generous as you can, man, because it's a blessing awaiting, man. You doing it unto Yahweh Shah. Okay? You do something for a brother, you doing it to Yahweh Shah. Okay? You got to keep that mindset, man. And genuinely and sincerely, okay, be willing, okay, to do things for brothers, to help brothers, man. To be there for your brother, man. All right, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point. Till next time, shalom.